Hello again, drummers. Garey Williams here, your drum set mastermind and creator of the Drumset Artistry Mastermind Group. Taking advantage of this beautiful location to do another Facebook video. I'd like to talk about taking lessons in person versus taking lessons over the internet. If I was to ask you the question, what is better, having a lesson live or a lesson with FaceTime or Skype? And then most people would probably say, oh, I think a live lesson would be better. My answer to that would be, well, it depends upon the teacher, doesn't it? Most people don't think about that. I used to think that Skype lessons and FaceTime lessons would be, no way, come on. Fortunately, I had a business advisor named Dom Famularo who talked me into having a business meeting with him using Skype. And I really resisted, mostly because I didn't understand really what Skype was. I didn't understand if it was going to be a complex computer program, how long was it going to take, was it going to be too technologically advanced for me? Of course, it was quite simple. My fears were way more exaggerated than the reality. And so we had a meeting, and I was just shocked at how, like, there he is. Like, if I'm sitting across the table having a conversation with him, it was really amazing. So I tried it with a student, and it worked equally well. In fact, in some respects, it was a much better move than the live lessons because I was able to see the drummer play their drum set. Now, this is quite huge. For those of you that take drum lessons, you probably go to a music store or to a studio where your drum teacher is at, and I'm sure they have a reasonably decent drum set that you sit down and in front of your teacher, you try to sound your best. But of course, we all know that we sound our best when we're really comfortable, which means playing our drums. Set up to our body, the sound is familiar, doesn't throw us off because the pedal is weird, because we know the pedals. So being able to help people in their home on their drum set was so huge. I didn't realize it. I didn't even think about that. Of course, you learn as you go. So from then on, I can actually hear all these things about their drums. I mean, I'm even surprised sometimes of what I hear. And some of my students would testify to this, that I really don't even have to be able to see what's going on. I can just tell from being around the drums for so many years. For example, if somebody's mashing the beater into the bass drum head or playing off the head, those kinds of things, I can hear those things. And then I can help students with their setup. It's amazing because sometimes they don't even realize. This is especially a problem when people start playing around middle school, and then when they get into middle high school, their bodies have grown sometimes 6 inches and they still sit on the stool the same height that was where their body was 6 inches shorter, and they need to really raise everything up. There's lots of little things about having a drum set up that will make a huge difference in your ability to play the instrument well and get a good sound too. So these are all things that you can do with the internet that I could hardly ever do. I mean, sometimes students would bring their whole drum set to my house, and we would put all new heads on it and tune it and make it sound fantabulous. And that's certainly something that can be done now without having to have the drum set at my house. It's pretty amazing. So if you're wondering about it, I suggest you give it a shot, because I think you too will be surprised as I was. And certainly with my many years of experience, I could definitely help you with pretty much every aspect of your drumming. I'm also kind of a drum gear geek. I know a lot about cymbals, a lot about drum construction, almost anything related to drumming, even some historical things. Not that geeky on the history, but I'm definitely geeky on the gear. So if you would like some help and you are afraid to try it because you haven't found a teacher, well, here I am. You can private message me. We can try a lesson. Let's see if you like it. I'm sure you will. And at least you can try one and see if you think it's going to work for you. So, all right, well, get a hold of me if you want me to help you improve your drumming. I certainly can. Have a great day.